Hello. So lately I've been thinking about intelligence and how conditional that actually is because people only praise intelligence unless it meets like a certain criteria. Like we all know it's cliche, even in like let's say like a movie or a TV show. Oh my gosh, the nerd gets the attention from the cheerleader or some shit. Like Becky, the hot, beautiful cheerleader, just because, he does his homework or some shit. And he's so lucky to be given even just a pat on the back in the hallway or some shit. Blah blah blah. Because apparently being smart means being fucking ugly, and being hella stupid equals being hella attractive. But even that aside, I've noticed that essentially, okay, the intelligence of a person is essentially only determined if it can like benefit society. And now you might be saying, well, no shit. But I mean, like, come on, think about this. In like daily life, nobody actually likes you if you're like a quote unquote like fucking smart person, because I don't know, you look like, let's say, Sheldon Cooper, and people just want you to talk like a regular person because you use too many big words, blah, 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 this and that, or you know too much shit that isn't really necessary, and you know how fucking neurotypical people are. Like, imagine it for somebody that's like neurodivergent and has like, a specific, special interest. Or like, oh wow, that person's really into fucking model trains. They're really into Yu-Gi-Oh, blah, 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 this and that. Like, what a freaking loser, right? Because like, who has special interests? That's not normal, blah, 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 things like that. So, then it just got me thinking that like, okay, what is the use in being smart, honestly? Because I've noticed that like, okay, you know how they say smart people are typically depressed and like down about life and like all that shit? Well, yeah, I focused more on that, and I kind of realized that like, okay, smart people are not even actually smart. Smart people are just good at asking questions that nobody really knows the answer to, and they spend their time, tinkering, pondering over it. They don't even know the answers themselves, but then, oh wow, it puts them down because, like, okay, let's say they've reached like the maximum peak that humanity is able to do in terms of like ability, intelligence, like whatever. So then they kind of just like lay in that rut because, nothing's like stimulating for them because, oh, they've already like hit the max or some shit. But like technically they're just as stupid. Everybody just finds them fucking annoying because, like, oh wow, nobody really likes a know-it-all, right? Or okay, if you are, let's say, interested in like something, of like a specific sort of like area, I don't know, maybe you'll get a pat on the back if, like, I don't know, you enter a trivia night, and then I don't know, yeah, maybe specifically it is about model trains, and then oh wow, suddenly the autistic freak is, a good thing for like everybody else. Whereas like another time, oh, if he goes on a monologue about like the history of trains, this and that, he'd just be a freak, wouldn't he? He would just be a freak. So okay, and like, okay, another thing though, it's like, okay, if like being super smart, even in like a lot of ways, makes you look crazy to a lot of people because they can't fucking comprehend what you're saying because, oh, obviously you're so much more like, intelligent than them, like, let's hypothetically say. Or if not for that, they think you're the one that's actually stupid because, I don't know, maybe in their fucking puny limited mind, you just sound like you're a conspiracy theorist, blah blah blah, this and that. So I've come to the conclusion that like, okay, I don't know, if when they say intelligence like, gets you ahead or something, because like I'm sure people have told you that in your life, more or less, in like some form of like another. All I'm trying to say though is that, like, remember the conditions though. If you want to be praised for it, just remember those specific conditions.